chapter 1. Now we discuss about Ministry of Labor, the Mines Rules 1 1955. SRO 14221 dated 2nd July 1 1955 in exercise of the power conferred by Section 58 of the Mine Act 1 1952, 35 of 1 1952, the central government hereby makes the following rules, the same having been previously published as required by subsection 1 of section 59 of the Act, namely chapter 1. What is the preliminary? Now we discuss about the what is the preliminary about of Ministry of Labor, the Mines Act and Rules 1 1955. The short title and application. These rules may be called the Mine Rules 1 1955. Except as otherwise expressly provided, the rule shall apply to every mine of whatever description to which the act applies. Short title and application. These rules may be called the Mine Rules 155, except as otherwise expressly provided. The rules shall apply to every mine of whatever description to which the Act applies. A definition. In these rules, unless there is anything repugnant in the subject or context, the Act means the Mines Act 1 1952, 35 of 1 1952. In these rules, unless there is anything repugnant in the subject or context, the Act means the Mine Act 1 1952, 35 of 1 1952. Court of Inquiry means court of inquiry appointed under section 24 of this Act. For means a form as given in the first schedule. For means a form as given in the first schedule. Section means a section of the Act. Schedule means a schedule appended to these rules. Manager include mine superintendent who is appointed. Manager means include mine superintendent who is appointed by the owner or agent. Includes mine superintendent who is appointed by the owner or agent of a mine under section 17 of this Act, and such responsibly for the control management supervision and the direction of mine. Certifying surgeon means a qualified medical practitioner appointed to be a certifying surgeon under section 2nd. It is published in the Gazette of India 1 1955, part 2, section 3, page 1172, omitted by GSR 1886 dated 25/12/1 1965. Calendar year means a year from the first day. Calendar year means a year from the first day of January to the 31st day of December. Then what is the means of calendar year? Calendar year means a year from the first day of January. A year from the first day of January to the 31st day of December. Officer in charge canteen. Officer in charge canteen means the person other than the manager who the owner or agent may be appointed for securing compliance with the provision in respect to canteens. Compliance with the provision in the respect of canteen. Ordinary employed with the reference to any mine or part thereof means the average number of person employed per day in the mine or part of mine during the preceding 4 calendar year, obtained by the dividing the number of man days worked by the number of working days, excluding rest days and other non-working days. What is the means of ordinary employed means with what is ordinary employed with reference to any mine or part thereof, with reference to any mines or part thereof means the average number of person employed per day in the mine or part of mine during the preceding calendar year, obtained by dividing the number of many days worked by the number of working days. Obtained by dividing the number of many days dividing the number of man days worked by the number of working days, dividing the number of man days worked by the number of working days, excluding rest days and other non-working days. With reference ordinary employed with reference to any mine or part thereof means the average number of person ordinary employed with reference to any mine or part thereof means the average number of person employed per day in the mine or part of mine during the preceding calendar year, obtained by the dividing number of man days dividing by the number of man days worked by the number of working days, number of man days worked by the number of working days, number of man days worked by the number of working days, rest days and other non-working days, excluding rest days and other non-working days. Chapter 2, Committee. Now we discuss about what is the committee, what is the function of committee, what are the terms of office, what is the resolution of committee, what is the duties of the committee, how the formation of committees, the member of committees, etc. Then start 3 terms of office. The term of office of the members referred to in clause C, D and E of subsection Official Gazette, provided that a member shall notwithstanding the expiry of a period of 3 years, provided that a member shall notwithstanding the expiry of a period of 3 years continue to hold office until the appointment of his successor is notified in the Official Gazette. Provided further that a member appointed to fill a casual vacancy shall hold office for the remaining period of the term of office of the member in whose place he is appointed, and shall continue to hold office on the expiry of term of office until the appointment of his successor is notified in the Official Gazette. Secretary of the Committee. An inspector of mines nominated in this behalf of the chief inspector shall act as the secretary to the committee. An inspector of mines nominated in this behalf of by the chief inspector. An inspector of mines nominated in this behalf of by the chief inspector shall act as the secretary to the committee. Remuneration. Member of the committee shall receive such honorarium as the central government. Related IBIDs inserted by GSR 31/6 dated 24, remunerated by GSR 36 dated 24/6, etc. What is resignation? A member other than the chairman may resign the office by writing under his hand address to the chairman. The chairman may resign his office by writing under his hand address to the central government. A member other than the chairman may resign the office by writing under his hand address to the chairman. The chairman may resign his office by writing under his hand address to the central government. The resignation referred to in Subject Rule 1 or Subject Rule 2 above shall take effect from the date to its acceptance, or on the expiry of 30 days from the date of receipt of such resignation, whichever is earlier, by the chairman of the central government, as the case may be. Absence from India. Before a member leaves India, he shall intimate to the chairman the date of his departure from and the date of his expected return to India. If he intends to absent from India, if he intends to absent from India for a period longer than 6 months, if he intends to be absent from India for a period longer than 6 months, he shall tender his registration. If any member leaves India without taking the action required by if any member leaves India without taking the action required by sub rule 1 shall be deemed to have resigned with effect from the date of his departure from India. Notification of vacancies. The chairman shall inform the central government as soon as vacancy occur in the membership of the committee by the registration or death of a member. In case such a vacancy occurs by the death of the chairman, information shall be furnished to the central government by the chief inspector or the inspector appointed to the committee by the government as the case may be. Omitted disposal of business. All questions which the committee is required to consider shall be considered either its meeting or by circulation of papers as the chairman may direct. All question which the committee is required to consider shall be considered either at its meetings or by circulation of papers as the chairman may direct. Provided the papers need not be circulated to any member who is absent from India at the time. When a question is referred by circulation of papers, any member may be requested that the question be considered at a meeting of the committee. Any member may request that the question be considered at a meeting of the committee, and thereupon the chairman may direct that it is to be considered, provided that if 3 or more members make such a request, the chairman shall direct that it to be considered. All questions which the committee is required to consider shall be considered either at its meeting by circulation of papers as the chairman may direct, provided the papers need to be circulated any members who is absent from India at the time. When a question is referred by circulation of papers, any members may request that the question may be considered at a meeting of the committee, and thereupon the chairman may direct that it is to be considered, provided that if there are more members make such a request, the chairman shall direct that it to be considered. Time and place of meeting. The meet at such place and time at may be appointed by the chairman. Notice of meeting. The secretary to the shall give a list of 14 days. The secretary to the committee shall give at least 14 days notice to every member of the committee present in India of the time, place fixed or each meeting, and shall send to every such member agent or business to be disposed of at that meeting, not less than 7 days before the meeting. The secretary to the shall give at least 14 days notice to every member of the committee present in India of the time and place fixed for each meeting, and shall send to every such member agenda of business for each meeting, and shall send to every such member agenda of business to be disposed of at that meeting, agenda of business to be disposed or discussed of at that meeting not less than 7 days before the meeting. Provided that when an emergent meeting is called, at least 2 days clear notice shall be given. Notice referred to in sub rule 1 shall be delivered at or posted or 2. Notice referred to in sub rules 1 shall be delivered at or posted to the usual place residence of the member. Notice referred to in sub rule 1 shall be delivered at or posted to the usual place of residence of the members. No business which is not on the agenda shall be considered at a meeting without permission of the chairman. Presenting at meeting. The chairman shall preside at every meeting of the meeting at which he is present. If the chairman is absent from any meeting, the members present shall elect one of them to preside over the meeting, and the members who elected shall at that meeting exercise all powers of the chairman. Quorum. No business shall be transacted at a meeting of the unless at least 4 members including are present. Describe a majority. It's not important. Minutes of the meeting. Allowances non-official members. Traveling and daily allowances to non-official members of the committee shall be regulated in accordance with the orders regarding allowances to non-official members of committee, commission and boards of inquiries issued by the central government from time to time. The secretary of the shall conduct all correspondence of the committee and keep its accounts. 19. Appearance at hearing. Any appearance required to be made by party before the committee except a purpose being examined as a witness may be made either in person or by agent duly authorized in writing or by a legal practitioner on his behalf. Proceeding to be in a camera unless the chairman otherwise direct, the proceeding of the committee shall be conducted in camera and shall regard as confidential in nature. Court of Inquiry, Chapter 3, Court of Inquiry.